Hey guys, it's Andrea, and today I'm going to show you 3 easy Christmas crafts. These super easy mini ornament earrings, Sharpie mugs that I've seen all over Pinterest, and hand decorated glass ornaments. The fastest and easiest project are the earrings. Materials you will need are miniature ornaments, earring hooks, and 2 small pliers with a flat end. Begin by taking your earring hook and carefully separate the small ring at the bottom with your pliers. Place your ornament in the open ring, and then carefully bend the ring back in shape. Ta-da! Super easy! You can do this with any size ornament. Definitely do not use the glass ornaments as earrings. Way too heavy. Ow. Oh. Owie. After seeing all these cute mugs all over Pinterest, I decided to try it for myself. After quite a bit of research, I discovered that a lot of people stated regular Sharpies didn't hold up, that the oil-based Sharpies are the best. It was also suggested to use cheap dollar store mugs because the glazing isn't as good on them and the Sharpies will stay on longer. Not discouraged in the slightest, I gave it a go. Materials you will need are white mugs, oil-based Sharpies, pencil, isopropyl alcohol, paper towel, Q-tips, cookie sheet, and an oven. Starting with a clean mug, feel free to sketch out your design with a pencil first. If you make a mistake, wipe it off and start over. When you're happy with the placement and how it looks, start coloring it in. I did the colored part first and then outlined it. Take your time on small parts like the handle. If you make a mistake, take a little bit of alcohol and wipe it away. You can make these mugs as fancy or as plain as you like. Cleaning off the handle gave me inspiration for the next mug. I wanted to try and make it look like watercolor. I scribbled a section with the blue Sharpie, then used a Q-tip soaked in the alcohol and gave it a wipe down. I let it dry and repeated that again. It did easily rub off. That's why I wasn't sure if this technique was going to work. I had my doubts. Then I wrote my message on it, being careful not to rub the watercolor effect away. Once your designs are done, let them dry for 24 hours. Place the mugs on a cookie sheet and into a cold oven. Turn on the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. When the oven reaches this temperature, bake the mugs for 30 minutes. Turn off the oven and let them cool to room temperature. I did discover that the thinner the Sharpie, the smoother the lines were. The watercolor actually worked really well. On the parts that I went over twice, I found it was bumpier and did begin to flake off. But all in all, it was a super fun way to turn regular boring mugs into something festive. The last project lets you customize your ornaments to be whatever you like and any color you like. Materials you will need are glass ornaments, acrylic paint, paintbrushes, a paint tray, ribbon, glitter, hot glue gun, pompoms, tinsel, rhinestone stickers, pearl stickers, snowflakes, yarn, and scissors. Start by removing the metal loop toppers. Pour a little of the acrylic paint into the glass ball. Start tilting it around and spread the paint evenly all the way around inside until you reach the top. You can also tap it or shake it to hurry this process along if you get impatient like I did. Turn them upside down to let the excess paint drip out. I tried adding glitter to the ornament first, then adding the paint. Some showed up better than others. I also reused the paint drippings and poured them into another one. I swirled it around to coat the edges and it came out really neat. Kinda looked like a planet. Unfortunately, it didn't dry as cool as it started out. You could also pour in different colors and use the end of a paintbrush to marble the colors together. The paintbrush couldn't reach the top, so I just ended up using my pinky. The beauty of using acrylic paint is you get the exact color that you want. This gives you the ability to match your Christmas tree color theme every year without breaking the bank. And it's fun, so much fun. I wish I had more ornaments so I could have just kept making tons more ornaments. After the paint has dried, you can leave them just as they are, or if you want to take a little extra time, you can make them something super special. Use stick-on rhinestones to give them some bling. You can make stripes and zigzags or any design you like. It's all up to you. Have fun with it. If you don't like it, the stickers are easily removable. Experiment with different color combinations. I used some yarn, which at the time I bought had no idea it looked like mesh when stretched out. I used the holes in the mesh to my advantage and wrapped one side over the top of the ornament. Wrapping it all the way around, I secured the other side with another loop. Cut off a bit of the extra and glue down the edges. Begin to stretch the sides of the yarn and glue down in the center. Keep pulling the edges and securing them to the first point. Repeat with the other side. These would be perfect for an ocean-themed Christmas tree. You could keep it really simple and easy by just adding things inside, such as pom-poms, pieces of tinsel, and scraps of fabric or yarn. I even decided to make an ugly Christmas sweater ornament. I used a strip of that rhinestone sticker to temporarily center my design. I used hot glue to stick down the ribbon. I cut a few rows off of the sheet of pearls and glued them down on either side of the ribbon. These cute little fabric snowflakes went on next. Feel free to glue down any parts that stick up. Using some leftover string from the wool mesh, I glued that down as well. Keep adding rows until you filled up the whole ornament. This design is definitely going to take a bit of time, but it's so worth it in the end. When you're done, replace the metal loop toppers. This would also be great for an ornament exchange. This lets you really personalize them. If you try any of these crafts, please share them with me on social media. I would love to see your creations. If you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more amazing creations, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Do these make my butt look big? And the many things to make out of tinsel. Tinsel necklace. Tinsel hat. Tinsel scarf. Tinsel blindfold. Ugh, this is tinsel tube top. You know, this is just giving me ideas for ugly Christmas sweaters. Yeah.